Yo Gen Z, what's up? Sienna Cruz here, your fave unapologetically real podcast host, spitting truth bombs like it's my job because it kinda is. We're diving deep into something that's seriously eating you alive, guilt and shame. You know those nasty little gremlins whispering doubts in your ear? Yeah, we're talking about them. Let's be real for a sec. Gen Z has got more pressure on their shoulders than ever before. Social media is a highlight reel that makes it feel like everyone else is living their best life, and you're stuck scrolling through endless, inspirational quotes while feeling like a total mess. Ever felt like the universe is playing a cruel prank, just when you thought you had it all figured out? I get it. We're constantly bombarded with messages about being perfect, achieving more, looking flawless. It's exhausting, right? And that pressure cooker of expectations can lead to some seriously gnarly feelings of guilt and shame. But guess what? You don't have to be a prisoner in your own mind. Shadow work is the ultimate self-care hack, and it can help you ditch those toxic emotions for good. Basically, shadow work means diving headfirst into the dark corners of your psyche, those parts of yourself that you've been trying to hide from the world, and even yourself. It's not about being morbid or dwelling on the past, it's about acknowledging those feelings, understanding where they come from, and ultimately releasing their grip. Think of it as a mental detox. Okay, let's get real about how this whole shadow work thing actually works. Here are 5 key takeaways that will blow your mind. 1. Guilt and shame are your BFFs. I know, those words sound like they belong in a therapist's office, but hear me out. Guilt and shame aren't your enemies, they're trying to tell you something. When you feel guilty or ashamed, it's often because you've strayed from your own values, or maybe you haven't been treating yourself, or others, with the kindness and respect you deserve. That inner voice might be a little harsh sometimes, but it's actually trying to guide you towards becoming a better version of yourself. 2. Past baggage doesn't have to rule your future. Okay, let's talk about those childhood experiences that are still haunting you. We all have them, right? That embarrassing moment in elementary school, the time you got into a fight with your best friend, or maybe even something more serious. The past can definitely cast a long shadow, but it doesn't have to define who you are today. Shadow work is about acknowledging those experiences, learning from them, and ultimately letting go of their power over you. 3. Self-compassion is your superpower. This is huge. Gen Z, you've got to learn to be kind to yourself, even when you mess up. We're all human, and we all make mistakes. But instead of beating yourself up, try practicing self-compassion. Talk to yourself like you would talk to a good friend who's going through a tough time. Be understanding, supportive, and forgiving. 4. Journaling is your secret weapon. It might seem old school, but journaling is actually a super powerful tool for shadow work. Write down your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Get those negative voices out of your head and onto paper. It can be really freeing. Think of it as therapy on your own terms. 5. Embrace the awkwardness. Shadow work can be messy, uncomfortable, even a little scary. That's totally normal. It's like facing your fears, but instead of jumping out of a plane, you're confronting your inner demons. But trust me, it's worth it. The other side of that awkwardness is self-discovery, healing, and ultimately, freedom. Now, let me paint you a picture. Imagine this. You're at a party, surrounded by people, but you feel totally out of place. Your inner critic starts whispering doubts in your ear. You don't belong here, nobody wants to talk to you, you're not good enough. Those are the voices of guilt and shame trying to hold you back. But with shadow work, you can start to recognize those thoughts for what they are, just that, thoughts. You can choose not to believe them and instead focus on your strengths, your passions, and the amazing person you truly are. So, Gen Z, here's the deal. Ditch the guilt trips, silence those shame monsters, and get ready to level up your life through shadow work. It's time to own your story, embrace your imperfections, and become the badass version of yourself that the world needs. Remember, you're not alone on this journey. DM me, tag the episode in your TikTok, stitch it with your thoughts. Let's build a community where we support each other through the messy, beautiful process of self-discovery. And don't forget to follow, rate, and share this podcast like it's your new addiction. Peace out.
This podcast is created with the help of advanced AI to deliver thoughtful affirmations and positive messages just for you.